Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, just imagine breathing in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow feelings of any stress, worry, and tension to leave your body in your outward breath. As you listen to my voice with your eyes closed, notice that your breathing is slowing down. Breathing in slow and steady, exhaling slow and steady. Breathing in that resourceful feeling of relaxation and exhaling anything that is limiting you. Not necessarily tension or stress. It could even be beliefs that have emerged through childhood, teenage years, that are just hanging around and they're not useful anymore. Sometimes, through childhood, we're told we shouldn't have big ideas. It's wrong to be ambitious, to have a desire to be successful, because it makes other people that may be less ambitious to feel insecure. So if you feel there's any limitations, anything that's been holding you back, just feel that those limitations are leaving your body in your outward breath. And as you breathe in, imagine breathing in a feeling of confidence, courage, and conviction. Conviction is just an enhanced feeling of self-belief. You don't just believe that your future will be great. You know it will be great. And that conviction creates a powerful self-fulfilling prophecy where you activate the very resources and ideas to enable that future to become true. I want you to imagine that you're standing in front of a large vision board. Your vision board. But I want you to imagine this is an enhanced vision board. Anything you have a desire for in the future are not drawings or cutout. This is 4K resolution of that desirable thing being in your future. And maybe this vision board is the size of an entire wall in a house. And I want you to imagine you're staring up at this futuristic interactive vision board. And just by holding your focus on any one thing in this vision board, suddenly expands that so that the whole wall becomes that one thing. When you've decided you've seen enough of that thing, it shrinks back down and you can see everything on this futuristic interactive vision board. And you're seeing yourself in the future, the short-term future, in the next few weeks, the medium-term future in the next year or two, and your longer-term future. And I want you to focus your attention on certain elements of your life. And let's start with health and fitness. Because there is no point being financially successful if you're tired all the time or weak or sick. So I want you to see that future version of you, healthy and strong. As I give suggestions to your unconscious mind, the vision board will adapt and change to give you details and inspiration to enable it to become true. And it could be something as simple as you seeing yourself enjoying working out, seeing yourself sticking to your fitness routines, but seeing yourself enjoying those routines, not a chore. There is joy in working out and exercising, and seeing yourself with a body and energy levels of those remarkable results. You can see yourself in great physical shape, feeling confident and proud of your toned and fit physique. But it's not just your muscles or your body. I want you to see yourself with healthy teeth and gums, big smile, beaming with confidence. And you can see yourself healthy, so healthy that perhaps you can see yourself running, exercising, knowing therefore that your mind, heart and lungs are functioning at their optimal level. And see how vibrant you look. It's one thing being strong, but strong people can sometimes look sick. You're seeing yourself filled with vitality and health and energy. Every cell, organ and system in your body radiates with a vibrancy of health and vitality. And one thing can create other things. So this healthy, strong, energetic version of you then has more energy to think of ideas, work on different projects, and to become more successful in business and to serve your clients with even more value. So now switch your attention on that vision board to the area of your life that is about money and finances and business and clients. And I want you to see a version of you that is effortlessly attracting wealth into your life, allowing money to flow to you easily and abundantly. I want you to see perhaps you wearing the kind of clothes that represent success to you, and see yourself confidently and effortlessly connecting with clients that really appreciate the value that you offer. They're not reluctantly working with you, they are eagerly working with you. I want you to see someone that attracts high-level clients. They recognize your talent, and therefore they don't mind paying a high value for your expertise and the value because it's worth it. Certain people are trying to get the lowest price, but the kind of clients that you want to work with are trying to get the most value. And they don't mind paying more because they're getting more. I want you to see that future version of you asking and receiving larger sums of money in a congruent way, filled with integrity, knowing that you are worth that value that you provide. You see yourself as a natural money magnet, attracting financial abundance from multiple sources. See yourself working one-on-one with clients. But also notice that you've created digital products that allow money to flow towards you because you've already done the work and you're creating the value even when you sleep. Whatever metric you use to see your productivity and your volume of sales that you sell, see that rising. You're selling more and you're creating more value. You are seeing a version of you that has a thriving, successful business that generates not one but multiple six-figure income streams. Maybe there's a six-figure stream from working direct with clients. Maybe there's a six-figure stream coming from joint ventures or affiliate systems. Maybe you see a six-figure income coming from the intellectual property that you've created that just allows money to flow towards you. You are resourceful and creative, happy to explore numerous ways for money to flow into your life. It's not always easy, but it feels effortless because you enjoy it. You're happy to take some risks and do the work not knowing if it's going to work out okay, but believing that either you win or you learn. Either you find a way to create more incomes and money flowing towards you, or you figure out a way to refine it and get better in the future. But it's not just the income and the clients, it's also your reputation. I want you to imagine seeing a version of you where you're becoming more and more influential, not just on social media, but on all media. Your presence is growing exponentially. People are beating a path to your door because they want to work with you just based on what they've heard and what they know of you. I want you to see a future filled with exciting opportunities, and possibly with exciting, profitable new ventures that you're not even aware of. And I want you to see someone that rubs shoulders with other go-getters, maybe influencers, celebrities, high-profile people in business. See a version of you that is no imposter. You belong in the company of people like that because that is also you. And one day, you'll work up with someone younger, and you were on their vision board as an influential person that they wanted to work with. As these things tend to go full circle, the heroes become the mentors, and the mentors suddenly become the business partners of those people that were inspired by them. You are a confident and powerful force in the business world, attracting respect and admiration from others. And I want you to see on this vision board what it looks like your income will be in the short term, the medium term, and the longer term. Maybe that's a monthly income or an annual income, but just know that it gets higher and higher as success builds on success that builds on success. And the more assets you own, investments, but also properties, maybe in different countries, means your net worth continues to grow. And at some point in the future, just accept, you will be a multi-millionaire when you add up the value of all of your assets and deduct whatever debts you have. That your net worth grows and grows, proportionate to your influence and value. But also see that you're getting more freedom as more and more of that income flows to you passively. You've done the work beforehand, and now you're reaping the rewards. If a farmer was to plant a field worth of seeds, they don't feel like they're lucky months and months later when it's the harvest time. It's a cause and effect relationship. They did the work earlier. There was just a lag time until the work that they did created the rewards of that work. And the same is true of you. There will be certain things that you do, new products that you create, where you do the work early. And it may not give you a harvest for several months or even years, but when it does, that will be a bountiful harvest. And then see on that vision board the kind of homes you're living in, not just one, but multiple. Homes in different countries, different cars parked in the driveway of each property. And I want you to get a sense that you deserve this. This is not wishful thinking. This is a cause and effect relationship. What your mind can conceive and truly believe, it can achieve. Other people have lives like this, and so can you. And if your unconscious mind accepts that this is your future, that you deserve this future, and that you are unlocking all of the resources to access this future, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to feel like you're returning to the present as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you're returning to the present with all of the resources to enable you to become healthier, stronger, more energetic, but also wealthier and more successful as the days pass. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.